What's up, my fellow Cybertronians, and also ignore this. The treadmill that you've been seeing in the background this whole time is now out, and that's probably good again the way they're recording. But today, we are gonna be taking a look at another thing in the disappointment box. Supyini Commander. Now, this figure. Hold up, I'm trying to get comfortable. Not right. Hold up. Let me move this forward. You know what? Yeah, this works out. But today, we're gonna be taking a look and God damn it. Today we're gonna be taking a look at Supyini Commander. Now this is just some knockoff. This is just some knockoff that I got off of Amazon a while back, and I previously thought it was good, which is why I had it on the unit instead of inside the disappointment box. But as you could see there, there is a reason why this is now in the disappointment box. You see, it's broken, and not only this part, but this part. And like, it's broken on both sides as well. Like, and also the arm broke off. And yeah, this figure's a mess. So yeah, don't get this figure even if it's extremely cheap. Get the Bayway SS05, or better yet, get a variation of SS32. Maybe like Star Leader or something like that. But yeah, if you just want SS05, if you don't want that complex transformation, then maybe get Voyager Commander. And also, rest in peace, Voyager. Rest in peace, Voyager. Hasbro, you will never be forgiven for this. And also the Chinese police. But yeah. You know what, we're leaving that off. So, truck mode looks fine, I guess, with the weird SS05 paint and all. In fact, it probably actually has more paint apps. But yeah, the premium finish, yeah, that has better paint. But yeah, and also it has taller smokestacks than the SS, so that's a plus. But it still has the feet just plonked on the back, and I hate it. So, all the wheels are on mushroom pegs, so it doesn't roll that well. But now, for comparisons, here he is next to Power Flip Optimus Prime, a leader. It's like, and somehow this has more articulation than this, but this is a kid's toy, and the mold made for this was an adult collector's item. So, I kind of see why this has more articulation than this. And now my previous review, One Step Changer Grimlock. And, yeah, this does not work out. Yeah. So that's how they work. Cannot be carried by Grimlock. R.I.D. 2015 Bumblebee. Yeah, this car is massive compared to SS05 or Supyini Commander. God damn. Age of Extinction, One Step Changer, Bumblebee. Man, a lot of these are one step changers, aren't they? And scale does not work, but these are from two different lines. So what do you expect? And last and definitely least, here we have Titan Changers, Transformers 1, Optimus Prime. Hello. I'm a shell. Alright? And that before we get into the transformation and the robot mode, it's just that I've got to bring up the manual. I don't usually bring up manuals because they are not useful in reviews, but this one is very interesting. So, here's the manual that you get out the box, and it shows Voyager Commander. Alright? At least it's like the same mold, but then on the back, it shows the knight design for Optimus Prime and also Commander. That's why I'm calling this Supyini Commander. So yeah, that's, and also on unfolding this, it uses the actual product for all the instruction panels. So I don't know why. I don't know why they couldn't do that. I don't know why Hasbro can't do that. But yeah, that's about it for the manual. Dog. It it actually went in. God damn. But yeah, that's about it for the vehicle mode. So let's get down to the transformation. Now, immediately taking off all the broken parts. I know, parts forming, but you kind of have to do that when your figure is broken. So just bring these in. Now, flip. You know what? I'm not even gonna like run you through the transformation. This is just gonna show all the parts that are broken. So do the flip, and you gotta do the flip me up, daddy with the feet. Wait, what? I'm sorry. So you get them standing like that, and let's continue. So flip up what will become the shoulder pads, bring them down. If you want, you can untab the legs and rotate them. Rotate them around and girl walk. All right. So you know what? You could just rotate them around. You don't have to do girl walk. All right. Now just flip out the knee pads if you want. I just usually keep them in because I don't pose this figure. So just untab air filter pieces. Bring them around. So, and then just untab all the back panels. And now bring out what will tab the arms in. And you don't bring this down yet. You don't bring these in yet. Instead, gotta bring up the head. Now, this is something. I don't know. So, now, this is the point of the transformation where you want to bring these in. God damn it. So, just make sure they sit flush like that. And I'll bring in the air filter pieces. Split the grill. And you're gonna start to see which arm is broken. Just rotate them around. This is the point. Like, this is a part of the transformation that just gets in the way of everything. It gets in the way of the arms. And now, bring down the forearms. Bring this up. And now, you can probably already see that we could just separate the arms. And you can see that this arm is broken off. The right arm is broken off. Dang. Why is it always the right arm? It's like, it's always the right arm, ever since Dark of the Moon. God damn. Just split the chest, tab it into the neck, actually, and tab the arms into the things from earlier. Bring them down and rotate around the forearm 90 degrees. And, you know what? I'm gonna get the arm on. So this is a better look at it. So this is rotating up the forearm. No, not the forearm, the actual arm. And just rotating the actual forearm 90 degrees. So it looks like this. And, and it should look like this. Now, you could bring up this backpack and just rotate the legs around. And now, for the sake of my sanity, I'm not gonna put these on. And I can't put on the gas tanks either, because they don't have in anywhere. I can put these back on, but they very easily come off. So, probably gonna do it for the size comparisons, but not for the articulation, definitely. So here you have the robot mode, and it looks disproportionate, but cool. Now the skinny legs and the wide chest is some of the most common complaints from people who bought SS05. And now, but however, the articulation is amazing, which is why they retooled this into SS32. Props to the people at Hasbro for making this hyper articulate. So the head is on a ball joint, however, on Supyini Commander, it's extremely loose. So, pain. And the arms can go a full 360. They can go out really far, and the shoulder pad is on its independent hinge joint. Oh, like, god damn. And you also get a bicep swivel, can go all the way around. And you get a 90-degree elbow bend. However, you could break his arm because of how he transforms. And you do get a wrist swivel, can go all the way. It has some great clearance, and the arm has come off, so I just get that back on. And you also get a waist swivel, can go all, it can go all the way. And now I'm gonna put this back on. God damn it. What am I doing with my life? So, the legs can kick very far, and they can go back really far if it weren't for the slab at the back. And they can go out that far. So, it's a beautiful spread, but can't do a full spread. And the knee pad is on its independent joint. And you get an above the knee rotation. And also, the wheel can move, so you can have it up for the accurate look or have it down like all the promo images show. Yeah. And you also get an excellent knee bend. And this is a single jointed knee, by the way. So it can bend really far, even though it's only on a single joint. How'd they do that? And now you get a side to side hit at the ankle and an up and a really far down to the transformation. So yeah, he is very posable. And now I'm gonna go get the accessories because I forgot to bring them down. So, as far as accessories go, you do get 2 clear plastic energon swords, which this one's peg has broke on mine, so now I can only give him 1. So that's fun, but nonetheless, you do get 2 of these. And while the swords did actually come with the official figure, but you also do get hooks because oh yeah, give me your face. God damn. And also, this one's peg broke on mine. God, like, God damn it. But at least you get 2 alternate faces. Well, Actually, out the box, this one came with the unmasked face. Let's get a good look at with all its ugly detailing. However, I swapped it out for the masked one, and for some reason this one comes with another masked face. What? I don't know why. But I'm gonna keep my figure with a masked face. However, just for this video, I will demonstrate the face swapping gimmick. You can just rip the face off, so you can give Optimus Prime his own treatment, and oh, god damn. And you can give him one of his other faces, and they just simply go on, and now you can give him his unmasked face. Yeah, that just looks ugly, but god damn it. Yeah, I will keep him with the masked face because I just prefer that look much more. So, yeah. And now, for the size comparisons. Here he is next to Power Flip Optimus Prime. And now my previous review, the one-step changer Grimlock, and obviously the scale is not gonna work here. Alright? If I do get a chance, I will review Voyager Commander, but as of now, that review isn't happening anytime soon. That one-step changer Bumblebee, okay. Alright. Oh, that wrist is loose. That, already 2015 Bumblebee. And, yo, what is it with all your figures and not scaling, Mr. Reviews? Look, most of the stuff in the disappointment box is my old figures, except for Swindle because I lost that copy and I got another one off of eBay. So, and since since stupid little me didn't do much collecting back then, and his mindset was just anything that's Bumblebee, or just really anything. I only usually got the tail ends of each line, so most of the ones that are in the disappointment box are bad because of me. So blame that 3-year-old. No, so blame child me, alright? And last and definitely least, here he is next to Titan Changer's Optimus Prime. Ugh! So there you go. That has been my review of Supyini Commander. Now, now this figure is just so, it just breaks a lot. Now, the description of the Amazon listing, which I will put in the link in the description, if you want to check it out, says that it's made out of ABS plastic, and the knee pads, I forgot to mention this, but the knee pads are actually die-cast metal. So that gives this figure a tiny bit of heft, but if this was really made out of ABS plastic, then it would have to be the most brittle ABS plastic that you can ever get. Well, either that or they're just straight up lying. And this figure is mostly solid, except for the ball joint at the head and the tilt on the left foot. Now, if it was me from a while ago when I first got this figure, it would have gone like a 7.5 out of 10. However, as it stands right now, it's getting like a 3 out of 10. So, that has been my review on Supyini Commander, and this is Cybertronian Reviews, signing out. Have a good rest of your day.